Yesterday, Wes Streeting highlighted how Labour are pretty much running the government by proxy. Now, admittedly, this video might get old very quickly, probably in the space of the next hour or so. But the clip I'm about to show you, he wants to know how the Health Secretary will feel when the government adopt yet another one of Labour's plans. In his question to the Health Secretary, he highlights a few of the policies that they've already pinched and claimed as their own, and now they plan to pinch the non-dom tax status loophole to close that down, and instead of using it to help spend it on public services, they're actually going to use it for tax cuts. So if they do pinch another one of Labour's plans, let me know down in the comments, what would you prefer the money to be spent on? Oh, and if you want to know what the Health Secretary's response was, well, it was a bit of whataboutery, and even the Speaker got bored of that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With a general election in the air, can I just firstly welcome what the Secretary of State said in relation to baby loss certificates and also Martha's Rule. There is genuine cross-party agreement on this, and I also thank her for advance notice of the important written ministerial statement she has laid today. However, turning to the general election in the air, and given the Secretary of State's principled, vocal and consistent opposition to funding the NHS by abolishing the non-dom tax status, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being utterly shameless and 10 being highly embarrassed, how red-faced will she be tomorrow when the Chancellor adopts Labour's policy?
Mr. Speaker, one of the joys of being at the dispatch box on this side of the House is not only do we, in fairness, have to deal with some very, very serious matters, as I've just set out, but we also get to have a knockabout with the Labour Party when it comes to their electioneering. In terms of the funding of the NHS, he will know the proud record of the Conservatives since 2010 in terms of funding our NHS, and I invite him to wait for tomorrow's budget to see what more this Conservative government is doing to support our constituents and our economy grow for a bright future.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. But the Minister, the member for Lewis, said that that policy would be as much use as an ashtray on a motorbike. So as she speeds down the A23 back to Lewis to defend her constituency from the Liberal Democrats, how on earth is she going to feel with all those embers of the Conservatives' record of 14 years blowing in her face down the motorway? Mr. Speaker, isn't it clear now, having adopted Labour's workforce plan, having adopted Labour's dentistry recruitment plan and now adopting Labour's NHS funding plan, that when it comes to a record to be proud of in government and answers for the future, only Labour can deliver an NHS that's fit for the future?
The Leader of the Opposition, of course, is a former barrister, and barristers like to rely on evidence. So let me give some evidence of what Labour-run NHS in Wales looks like. People are almost twice as likely to be waiting for treatment in Labour-run Welsh NHS. 21.3% of people in Wales are waiting for hospital treatment after consultant referral, compared to 12.8% in England. Patients are waiting on average 5 weeks longer for NHS treatment under Labour in Wales than they do in England. And the number of patients in Wales escaping to seek treatment in England has increased by 40% in 2 years. But don't worry, folks. According to the Leader of the Opposition, this is the blueprint for England.
Can I just say and remind everyone, this is Topicals. A lot of members need to get in, and it's about members that I've got to get in rather than the ping-pong on the dispatch box. Let's just move to Andrew Jones.
If by the time this video is out and the budget has happened and they have pinched the non-dom status, an alternate way that the Labour government could fund public services is by closing down the Rwanda scheme. And if you want to see how much the Tories have wasted on that silly idea, then you need to watch the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.